The pick and pop killed us. We just were late on rotations. We tried different things with it. To their credit, they just kept going back there. We tried to short up. We had some really good possessions in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, Vooch got the last one off. We didn't get back to him in time, but that was an issue. And then I just thought them putting their head down. It wasn't like 50 in the paint's not a crazy number, but I thought they were their aggressor most of the game just by the way they played. And then honestly, the defense is one thing. You can't go 3 for 13 on fast break opportunities in a game where that team plays upbeat and fast. They give you all these chances. 14 points, not enough in the fast break category for what we could have had. We're just really sloppy on the break. So, we had some negatives. But again, we fought, had a chance at the end there, just didn't have enough. Yeah, we also were going to veer off and have our small just kind of go back. I think the way they ran it, though, it almost felt like there was no pick. And so is there no coverage? So Vooch, he slipped out. And, again, he had missed that shot 3 times in a row. But that being said, to your point, someone has to be there on that catch, to at least get a good contest. So, it was a big shot by Vooch. On a night that he really struggled, he made the biggest shot of the game. No, I looked up, and then our guys got a different view of it as well on the computer. And to me, it looked like the ball changed direction, down low. I was surprised. They said that it was inconclusive, meaning they didn't know either way, which is unfortunate. In my mind, if I thought we win this challenge, I still have my timeout. We have a 2-for-1 situation with 30-plus seconds on the clock. I don't have to advance the ball. We could play pick and roll and just attack the basket with those 2 guys. Unfortunately, I lost the challenge. That's on me. They played better than us. I mean, their bench, I thought he did a really good job. Their starters struggled as far as the plus-minus till the end, but he rotated bodies throughout, and I thought a lot of those guys had games that they haven't had in a while. I mean, I feel like every time we play Javon Carter, he makes 5 threes. It's crazy. But, Io was good. Jalen Smith was really impactful, so give them credit. They had a lot of guys step up. Yeah, Cam was good, and Cam took the same shots that everyone's been saying at Cam. What's going on with Cam? It's like, well, it's going to happen. Cam's going to make shots. That's the bottom line. That's how we've been patient with this. It was really, really good to see. There's always silver linings in these games as you work your way through a really long season. And he was very confident to shoot the ball, 5 for 7 tonight. Hopefully that's just kind of a launching pad for Cam.
You did say it would take 10 games. It's at 12.
Yeah, it is on me. Yeah, no, it's I just think the biggest thing for Cam is just to continue just to take what's there. Like all of our guys, the same idea. In a win and a loss, like I said, you can find things and grow as an individual and as a team. And tonight as an individual for Cam, it was a great night.
Does coming back from 18 in the first half take something out of you when you start the second half?
Yeah, and that's why you can't start the game that way. I just thought we just got up and down with them. We were scoring. It's always the tough one with us. I knew coming back from that trip we'd be a little lethargic. It was an odd trip, the back-to-back West Coast, fly over your own city. Minnesota coming back here for one game knowing you're leaving tomorrow. And so you have to, maintain poise in those situations and realize if your energy's not there, pick each other up. So I just thought we were a little bit lackadaisical. Shots were short. We were not getting back. We made some mistakes where we weren't matched up after free throws. Just mental things that just kind of add up, and eventually, sometimes they beat you.
Who was to take charge defensively if Payne's in the starting group with the bench?
I thought Bruce was really good defensively in the second half. It was hard for me to take Bruce out, to be honest, just because he was so impactful getting into the ball. Stat sheets say whatever, but I thought he really was good at the point of attack defensively. And again, the second unit, you just can't let your offense ever affect your defense. We didn't shoot the ball well tonight, off the bench, and that can't lead to anything on the other end. It has to lead to more effort defensively when you can't make shots.
You brushed on it. There is an old adage in the NBA that after a long trip, the hardest trip on that trip is usually that first game home.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Is it just a mental thing? Is it life catches up with you all of a sudden?
I think so. Yeah, and I like I said, it's an odd one where you're leaving tomorrow too. You're home for a second, then you're out of here. But again, like I said, you know that, and we have a veteran team that's been through this. They've played this game before. So no excuses on our end. We knew what this is going to be. They gave us issues last year, and they gave us issues again tonight. And, like I said, the pick and pop stuff, we'll have to clean that up with the guys, going forward, because we're going to play teams that can stretch you out and pick and pop and shoot threes with their bigs. So just wasn't good enough tonight.
AG is 24 points. Most of them are on 2-pointers. What is his malleability do for you guys offensively?
Yeah, I just love when he's in attack mode. That's the thing. His shot tonight looked great. I know he's 1 for 5 from 3. He had a great look there in the fourth. But that's the thing. When he's in attack mode against smaller teams like this that play small, it's such an advantage for us. So 24 and 10 is really good night, plus 18. It's just a weird game overall. I just thought we allowed the game to be weird by our approach, I thought. When you get into a game like that, anything can happen.
Did you like that small ball benching and how they played with Aaron and 5 times?
Yeah, I liked him defensively, and I thought we missed some opportunities early in that quarter. We got some stops and runouts, and again, to my point, 3 for 13 in fast break. It almost felt like we do all that work on the other end, and then we don't score. It's frustrating. But they kept us in the game. They kind of, they broke into their lead a little bit. It got me a chance to get Nikola a break. I didn't want to run Jamal that long, but then he got it going with that unit as well. So I just like their defensive energy.
The transition offense has been oddly, it's been a weak point for you guys this year, at least statistically. Is there anything you can kind of point to, or is it just game by game, just one of the things that's how it's working out right now?
Yeah, I think it's just what it is. But the efficiency is all that matters to me. It's not the points. And when you create 13, you look at it right now, they had 13 opportunities, they had 23 points. We had 13 opportunities, we had 14. So you get a +9 in a odd man situation, 3-on-1s, 3-on-2s. You have to score baskets in those situations. We just didn't do it.
The 3 losses have been all in the clutch. Just anything that you can take away from the execution, are there things that you're really identifying in these games that you really want to highlight?
Yeah, I think offensively, we have to get into our stuff quicker. They picked us up. And obviously, I didn't have the timeout at the end. That's on me. That's a learning experience for me. But no, I think all 3 of those games really interesting. Portland, was the pressure that they provided. Golden State was one mistake, with Steph at the end, and you win that game. I thought tonight was just an uphill battle the whole time, and we put ourselves in that situation, and that happens in the NBA. We'll learn from all 3 situations going forward, and it's good tape to watch to learn from as a team. I have a major belief in this group in the clutch, so we'll have more of these games. We'll get better as we go. Yeah, thanks, guys.
A little bit of everything. I think they made some shots. I think we're late with some closeouts, some rotations. But, they made shots for most of the game, so, we just got to be better with, our closeouts and making them do something else. They play fast even after makes. And when they get it going, they can get it going. It's not just one person. Multiple guys impacted the game tonight. So, they just play fast and they play free. They get that thing up. I think their bench came in and did more damage than their starters. So.
Coach mentioned missed opportunities on fast breaks. Any rhyme or reason to that? Let's score better tonight on those.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I probably missed a couple. I don't remember, but it's the way the game goes sometimes.
You guys started pretty slow tonight. I think you got down about 18. Just what about, was it the matchup tonight? Was it just...
No, just the pace. Just the pace. They came ready to play, and we didn't wake up till the second. And that was the game. It was a close game for the rest of the game, but we gave them life. We gave them opportunities to see the ball go in. We gave them opportunities to see what was working and stuff. So, we were playing an uphill battle because of our low energy or low effort to start. So I just think if we get rid of that, it's a different ballgame.
Cam got going tonight from 3, just like you've been saying, he was going to the entire time. I guess my only question here is, what does that do for you guys when you're able to execute in those spots specifically?
I think he's a key. He's another guy that you can't leave, and he can play off the dribble a little bit, come off the handoff. So he cuts really well. His IQ, I think that's a huge thing to him. You can still not shoot well and still impact the game with his movement and stuff like that. So I'm not worried about Cam. Making shots is the least of the worry. If it was all the other stuff, then there'd be something to talk about. But whether he misses or makes, that's part of the game. We all do that. He had a rough start, but it's good for him to see the ball go in tonight, and hopefully he can keep that going. But no worries about him.
It can take a lot to overcome a large deficit that takes like it hurts at the end as well. Just how do you guys think you're hurting on energy and execution down the stretch?
I had a big turnover late. I think that was the key to the loss, honestly. We can talk about everything leading up to it, but when it comes down to it, it was a big possession. So I think, just being sharper with stuff like that. I think we've done a pretty good job executing. I don't think we had that many turnovers tonight, but, it came costly at certain times. And I just think the start of the game really mattered. They had full confidence going into that fourth, no matter how much we rallied. Everybody has seen the ball go in from the three-point line, and when you have confidence, when the other team has confidence and believes, it's a game changer. So I think tonight they had that. We let them into the game early, gave them life. Even when we fought back and rallied, we didn't have enough to close, and I bring it back to that start.
Bulls have two centers that can pick and pop. Why are those actions so difficult to guard just for any team, not just you guys, but like any team?
It's just a lot of shooting. You're constantly trying to get guys off the line, and the center is doing it, the point guard is doing it. We're trying to rotate. So, like I said, they came in and hit shots. They messed our defense up a little bit. We didn't react quick enough. We weren't aggressive enough. So I think it's a little bit of both. Them making shots and us not making them do something else as well. So it goes hand in hand. I think it's both ways. But kudos to them. They shot great all night. They had energy and effort throughout the whole game. So they got this one.
11 rebounds for you tonight. Is that something that you're going to focus on more pushing out, or they just happen to be there for you tonight?
Just happened to be there.
Anything else? Thank you, Jamal.
Yeah, I mean, coming down from there is always this talks. Yes, we started slow. We couldn't make shot. Second half they were scoring a lot. Even the first quarter, second quarter they were really good, and then we had that run at the end of the second quarter. Yeah, but it was seemed like they was one step ahead. Leo was pushing the pace, pushing them, passing the ball, advancing the ball, attacking downhill, and we were always kind of just there.
You guys gave up, I think, over 50 three-point attempts tonight. Just what was the defensive coverage? It felt like you were in the paint a lot, having to rotate out and contest on the pick and pops. Was that by design, or were you maybe late a little bit?
I think it's a little bit of everything, we try to cross match, we try to me being a drop, we try to rotate with other people, me coming back to the guy, to the shooter. So it was a little bit of everything, They had a really good night, the shooting night. They scored 19 threes, but seemed like we were always a step late in communication, in the closeouts, in a reaction. We were always like kind of step late.
Very last play, you went pretty far out for the catch on that. Was there an initial play that you guys were hoping to get to, or was it just really get the ball in?
There is a play, but they see they were looking the clips too, so they know what we're gonna run. So.
Well, how nice was it to see Cam Johnson really get going today?
Yes, he was good. He was good. He was making shots. He was going downhill. He was aggressive. It's good to have him back. I think he was defensively. He was good too. It was good to have him back.
What have you guys been doing to try and kind of keep him positive during this rough stretch to start the year?
Nothing. The rough stretch come and go. He's a great player, and that he will. Sometimes you just need to go through that stage and okay, I play him bad, and from this point on, there is no lower. I can just be better. So it's nothing that concern us.
Nicole, on a night like tonight, do you think about missing a guy like Christian Brown? What could have contributed?
No.
Nicola, I saw you having a great chat with Vucevic outside.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's an early question. I'm from Hungary. This is my only chance to ask you. Will this camaraderie will make this All-Star game interesting now that these European
Oof.
guys can get
Great
together
question.
and so
I mean, we will see. It's hard to tell something that's gonna happen 3 months, 4 months from now on, but we will see. Maybe not. Who knows?
You guys have been really good in clutch time over the years. The 3 losses so far have all come down to the last possession or overtime. Is there just any sort of trend, any things across those 3 losses that you guys have?
I mean, even I think in like 5 minutes to go, we were up 1 or down 1. I think we were creating good looks. We were creating with the good shots. Okay, some are better than others, but some we had a couple turnovers bad. It was a pocket pass, and I throw it one bad. I throw an air ball, yeah. So I think we did get shots that we want. Sometimes they're playing too. They affect the game. Defense affect the game too.
You mentioned earlier, game road trip, you guys come back for a 1-game homestand. Just for those that haven't been on the road, like how difficult can it be when you guys are going from the road to 1 game at home and go back?
You feel good coming home probably. I don't know, man. It's you feel relaxed. So we're playing home. We're gonna have a home crowd and everything, and then team comes that lost how many in a row? 6, 5, and they had really good tough game yesterday and they beat us. So I think we need to be better in these kind of games, and we need to beat the aggressors.
Prior to the game, David made it sound like David has been starting with you guys for a while. So I guess how do you feel like he kind of fits in with the rest of the unit, and kind of what are you looking to see from him at first as he has this opportunity?
I mean, I think he's using the opportunity really well. He's defensively he's really good. With his athletic, with his size, with his kind of reading the floor, and offensively, he's playing really good off others, and transition is something that he's really thrive on. So I think that's the answer.
When you look at the bench scoring, them versus you guys, how surprising is it to see that huge disparity?
I mean, they had a real, they shoot a lot of threes, especially the second unit, and they made a lot of threes, and that affect our bench too, when they just created open looks and making it some contested, some not. It's affects our unit too, not just our unit, the whole team. Even when you play good defense, they score some tough shots, but. Today we were all a little bit slow. We were all a step late. Hopefully, we're gonna be better next time.
On Saturday, you said you were going to yell at the refs. Where did that come from? Why did you want to?
I feel so much better out there. I don't even think about them. It's great.
The conversation you had with the refs that you guys had in for that scrimmage at training camp, had you reached that goal already when you had that conversation with them, and that was kind of like the last chance to
No,
go
that-
over rules, or did you come to that decision?
No. I think that was a perfect moment for me to talk with them. I don't need to yell at them, or we don't need to yell back and forth. So no, just when the season starts, I think it's really helping me to focus on the game. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Pleasure.
Cam, defensively, why was it such a challenge tonight?
Like to play fast, spread you out, shoot a lot of threes, keep you in rotations. But we knew that coming in. That's what they do. They've been doing a good job of it this season.
What got you back in the game both times?
Just playing the way we play, being a little bit more solid, taking care of the ball, shoring up the defensive end, stuff like that.
On a personal level, is that more you? Are you more comfortable with what your output was tonight?
Yeah, like I tell you guys all the time, shots go in, sometimes they don't. If you only judge games based off of shots going in, you're going to have a hard time a lot of the time.
You guys have lost 3 games, and all 3 have come down to the final minutes. What do you think is not working in those 3?
Just kind of getting stops when we need them. We know we can score the ball. It's about getting stops when we need them, and we'll continue to get better at that.
You talked about how shots go in, they don't go in. It's kind of the bounce of the ball, but how much confidence does it give you on a night like tonight when it does go in?
Yeah, I mean, it helps a lot. You know, it's been a rough stretch, one of the worst ones that I've had in my entire career. You just got to try to count on the fact that you'll get out of it at some point, and hopefully, for me personally, I can grab a little momentum from this one.
What are the main areas that you try to judge yourself and evaluate yourself on when you are in a slump?
Just energy, bring to the game, contributions on the defensive end, making the right plays, making the right decisions.
Where do you feel like you've been at with all that? Have you been feel like that can compensate at least to some extent, or
A little bit, but still a lot of room for improvement. At the end of the day, man, I just want to contribute to wins.
Thanks, Kate. What do you think the challenge was defensively tonight?
3-point line. I think they were having like five shooters on the court. It was for us. It was tough to defend 3-point line.
Is it one of those nights where you're just chasing and at some point you get exhausted because you came back twice and maybe that took it out of you?
Well, they're a high-paced team. You know, they're running. They're generating the fast break points. We were slower today, so I don't know. Yeah, we can find excuses, but that one is on us. Now we got to look ahead of us. You know, it's not going to get easier.
You had about 150 Lithuanian friends out here to watch tonight's game. Did you know that there are many Lithuanians in town?
Some green color, yeah. I seen some. So it was good. It was fun.
Have you gotten a chance to meet the Lithuanian community here or anything?
Not yet. You know, I'm a new guy here, so still getting my routes.
They told us that basketball means everything in your country. Can you explain why?
They didn't lie.
Yeah.
They didn't lie. Well, it's big history behind.
Mm-hmm.
So second religion for us, for Lithuanians.
Jonas, their bench outscored you guys by a ton. What do you think was happening there with that?
They outscored us. What happening? Yeah, we didn't do a good job defending. So I don't know. It was a tough one today. They played good, and we didn't. So simple as that. We gotta do something better next game.
Was it fun to go up against Matas?
Well, yes, always good to see some Lithuanians on the other side. He's doing good. He's pushing. So I'm happy for him.
Thank you.